So today we have M21B from Convoy, and I have selected the LHP73B emitter. So this is one of the best pocket rockets you can get. Um, so let's quickly unbox this and go through it. So hello everyone, welcome to EDC Glow and Gears. So today we have a Convoy flashlight. So the model number is M21B. I have selected the LHP73B, which is a very powerful emitter. So let's quickly unbox and we will go through what you can do. So we get a lanyard and then we have the flashlight. So you can see that they don't have any flashy box. It's very plain and simple. That's how I think Convoy can save some money, and the amount or the price doesn't get transferred to the consumer. So this is fantastic what Convoy has done. So this is the main flashlight. I have selected the MAO edition, which is my micro arc oxidation finish. This feels like chalk. Uh, it's pretty nice. It has a nice chalky texture to it, and it's slightly different than what we have seen with the Loop Gear's MAO edition. Let me quickly grab that. So this is the Loop Gear SK05 Pro, which is one of my favorite flashlight. You can see this feels slightly smooth, but on this it has a slight chalky texture to it, and it might attract some grease and dust. So just be careful. I think it's gonna stain, but you can definitely go ahead and clean with some soapy water, but make sure that you keep it sealed first from both the ends so that the water doesn't sip inside. So peel the reflector. Sorry, not the reflector, the protective film. Okay, it's pretty difficult to do with my large fingers. Okay. All right, so that's where we have the clean it. Okay, we have the LHP 73B, and it's a huge emitter. So let me see if I can grab the light correctly. Let me focus and zoom a little bit. So you can see there are 16 pieces of chip baked into one die, and it's a huge die. It's a flat top with an orange peel reflector. This does not come with a USB charging port built into it. So on the body you don't see any charging port. So you have to charge this particular battery outside of the shell. So keep that in mind. And this is the tail end. You can make it stand because it's flat. We have a silicone rubber tip tactical switch. You can use this lanyard through this hole. So let me remove the battery protector, and it seems that we don't have any grease applied. So I think we have to get some grease, because otherwise this particular o-ring, it's going to get damaged, and it doesn't feel really nice when you are opening it. So you can see it is scraping the metal a little bit. So let me grab some grease and come back. Alright, so I'm back with some silicone grease. So let me open this side also, though we don't need to open this side, but just to show you, let me open this, and you can see the o-ring is already getting damaged because it's completely dry. So it's better you apply your grease the moment you receive it. Sorry. And also because I have got this LHP 73B emitter, you should have a good battery. So I have selected the Eve Eve INR 21700 lithium cell battery. So this can easily handle the maximum output this can produce. So let me quickly grease this, because you can hear that, right? It was squeaking and I don't like it. Yeah, I don't like it. So let me grease both ends. Okay, so this side we have the driver, and it's a 20 amp buck driver, so it will make sure that even after the turbo or the 100% has stepped down, it will have a constant power supply, and it will retain that particular brightness for a longer time. It's smooth. All right, so it doesn't have a spring on the other side, so it's better that you ensure that you don't drop it, because otherwise this huge 21700 battery is going to hit the driver and it might damage. I'm not saying it's going to damage, but it might damage. So let's lock it up. Okay, all right, so now to the special part. So this comes with a 12 group mode, so I will add that grouping on the screen. So you have 12 different groups where you can select 0.1, 1%, 10%, 35%, and 100%, or strobe, blinking, all those combination through the stealth switch. So you can select whichever group you want. So I will add the grouping list on the screen so that you can check. As of now, I have selected the group 10, which will always power on in 100%. Then if I half press, it will change to 35%, and then half press to 10%, and then half press to 1%. And similarly, you have another option where you can enable or disable the memory mode. So if I consider that I'm on the 10th group on this, which is 100, 35, 10, and 1%. So if I leave it on, switch it off on 35%, if the memory mode is on, it will power on 35%. But if I don't want that, I can disable the memory mode, and then it will always start from 100%. So right now I have already selected the 100%. So let me show you. If I full press, it will power on. Half press will cycle through the mode, and you can see it's changing. I'm not pressing it full, I'm just half pressing it, and it is changing the mode. So as per this group, we have only 4 brightness: 100%, 35%, 10%, and 1%. And it's really getting hot in 100%. So let me quickly show you. Yes, so this is 100%, and I can feel the heat, and the head is already getting really hot. So just be mindful, because as this does not have any lockout option, you might either unscrew it a little bit, and then it doesn't work. Okay, so the other normal anodized version, it allows you to unscrew a little bit so that the battery doesn't make contact, but for this it doesn't work that way. So it's better if you are carrying this, you keep the battery separate so that you don't burn yourself. So let me see if I can go to the lowest and show you the dye. No, it's still too bright. Okay, this is 1%, and let me zoom in if I can show you. I don't think we can. Okay. No worries, I will add a photo where I get to see the die, which has all the 16 pieces of chip baked into one big emitter. In this you can see, right, a little bit, right, 16 pieces baked into one die. It's very powerful. So I will add another video on how to program this depending on which mode you like. So out of 12 modes, I will go ahead and show you how to you can change or you can program the mode as per your need, and also I'll show you how to uh, enable or disable the memory function. So let's go outside and see how the beam shot looks like. So today we have Convoy M21B. So this is the micro arc oxidation version, and we have the LHP73B emitter. So let's take a look. So right now it is in the 10th group mode, where it will start from 1%. So this is the 1%. Half press, this is 10%, and it's pretty cold out here today. Half press, this goes to 30% or 35%, and half press it goes 100%. Wow, that's bright. That's really bright. That's 8,000 lumens blasting your way. Let me take a quick walk. You can see it has a really nice flood. It does have a hotspot, but it's blended with the flood and hotspot, so it does really good, and it is able to sustain the 100% brightness for a good long time. Now it can be due to the weather is pretty cold out right now. So let me switch it to 1%. This is 1%, 10%, 30%, and then 100%. So let me walk again. So this is 10%, sorry, 1%, 10%, 35%, and 100%. So this is crazy bright. You can easily see it is reaching the end of the park, but it might be slightly difficult on the camera because of the slightly smoggy weather, and it might pick up the dust. So I am keeping it in 100%, you can see, and the head is getting really hot, and I can feel the heat is coming down to the battery tube, and I think it has stepped down a little bit because the entire head got really hot. So stepping it down to 1%, 10%, 35%, and full blast 100%. It's very bright, and I'm extremely shocked how good the beam is. I'm amazed by the entire beam profile. So 10%, 35%, and full 100%. I'm just keeping it. I think my camera is blowing away the detail because it's so bright. So if you see, there's a nice hotspot, but it's not very defined. So the hotspot, let me show you. So the hotspot is there, but it is blending with the white floodlight very well. So it doesn't have a very defined hotspot, or I can say concentrated hotspot, but it's a very good thrower. It's a very good flooder. It's a mix of flood and flood and throw. So I'm keeping it in 100%, and you can see it's doing really well. Though I can feel the battery tube is getting really hot, and I think the brightness has stepped down a little bit because of the temperature control kicking in and dropping the brightness to make sure the electronics doesn't fry. But still, it is doing really good, and the head is getting really hot. So if I want, I can re-enable the turbo or the 100%. You can see pretty amazing what this Convoy can do. and I'm extremely impressed with the LHP73B emitter, though it produces a lot of temperature, but it's an amazing mixed beam emitter which has this crenulated or OP reflector. It's not a smooth reflector, it's a rough reflector, so that's the reason you have such a nice spot and flood mixed. Beautiful 100%. It's crazy bright, and if I bring the hotspot close, you can see it's literally blowing away the details. Alright, so this is Convoy M21B with LHP 73B. It's a crazy good reflector and a crazy good emitter. So let's go back inside. Okay, so you saw the beam shot, and it was amazing how this tiny pocket thrower can have such a great light. So I was blown away with the sheer power of this LHP73B. You can see there are 16 pieces of chip baked into this particular die, and it is brutal the amount of brightness it can generate. It probably generates between 8 to 9,000 lumens of max brightness, and for this particular size, that's pretty amazing. So you can see this is TS23, and it is pretty much the same size, just that the TS23 has a bigger head than the M21B. So I will do a side-by-side comparison of the beam shot between this M21B and TS23, and to make it a little more fun, I will add TS28 to the mix. So this is a fantastic little flashlight. I don't know how a Convoy is able to make such an impressive flashlight into this particular price bracket, because it comes with a 20 amp buck driver, which helps you with the sustained brightness. Then you have so much option of different emitters. Then you have the options of battery. So before you buy this, there are certain considerations which I would like to place in front of you. So it has multiple emitter options, so you need to do certain research before you can go ahead and select which one to opt for. The second consideration, this doesn't have a charging port built into this, so you have to remove the battery and charge it externally, or you can get those battery which comes with a USB-C charging port built into it. Still, you have to take it out and charge it externally from the body, right? The third thing is there are a lot of emitters. You have to select the correct one for yourself. The fourth one is, depending on the emitter which you select, you need to have the similar battery, because otherwise it's not going to produce the right amount of brightness. So for this LHP 73B, I have gone with the EVE 50PL, which is a 5000 milliampere 21700 cell. So that has a high capacity drain range, so it can support this bright emitter. So that is something to keep in mind. And if you want a clip, I would recommend, when you are placing the order, you can add the clip. So this is sold separately. Initially I didn't know, so when I was placing something else, I added that to my list and I got it delivered. So you can have that this clip added to your purchase list. So this is a two-way clip, though it's not a deep carry, so you can see probably an inch will stick out from your pocket. You can keep it clip it here, or you can clip it this side also. So depending on your need and style, you can do that, but this clip is both-sided. But I'm not sure if you are ready to put this on your hat, because it's not so light that you can put it on your cap, right? Also, one thing to consider, as you have to remove this multiple times, it's better you have some sort of silicone grease like this. You can apply to the thread and the O-ring, and I have also added a few O-rings when I was placing the second order, so that in case I damaged the O-ring while removing the battery to externally charge it, so I got few spares bought separately. So these are the things which you need to keep in mind, because this also has a 12 group option, which is 12, what do you call it, 12 mode grouping, which has various different brightness, which you can configure on this. So that's the reason I say this is slightly on the advanced side. For not, this is not a typical flashlight for a typical or regular your flashlight usage, right? So if you are okay with configuring all those things, then definitely consider that. So these are the things which you need to consider first before you want to go for this. But I can assure you, this is a fantastic uh, flashlight, and it's freaking bright. I cannot put across how bright this is. I was blown away, to be honest. All right, so to wrap it up, if you have any suggestion or question, please leave your question in the comment section. If you have any suggestion or any doubt, please leave that in the comment section too. If you like this video, please leave a thumbs up, and if you like this content, please feel free to subscribe and share it with your friends who are into EDC and flashlight, so that I can push out more content to you and your friends who have a similar kind of liking for flashlight and EDC gears. So that would be wonderful. All right, so thank you so much. See you in the next video.